噔噔。为什么不能打指令？我操！被丢，准心变成一颗点了。Yes. Is it? 封测开始了吗？买东西错，要重新设定要烦。退取 TV。
I am your death.
其实这游戏是靠山。瞄着他的头也不一定会中。这怎么离开
I'll yield to none.
？Okay, let's go. 我知道有大逃杀。最近有消息说要出 G302的无线滑鼠，是假的、啊、？G302要复刻哦。就觉得那只很好用笑的也是用那一只。 本来就有嘛，只是那里绝版的。枪也太难用。痛了吧？不会晚了。
This woman is a dreamer. I can see the answers spinning in her eyes. You're too...
Red Prince and the Dreamer exchange courteous eyes. They next light. What follows, though, is far
哎，
from
队友在
peace.
卡我
Then
怎
they
样
wait, haggard, exhausted.
Wait.
They speak of a vision.
Praise the very light. At least I've new direction. Then I will find... Yes. Is it an audience you desire? Oh, don't tell me you've never heard the stories. You. One day a red sun rose. The sun rose to its indeed. I've been a married business.
Banana.
He laughs, right?
To tell you the truth, I've no idea why I'm red. Why, thank you. Case in point is that I have... Though I won't go so far as... No wonder I seek my way.
The proud man has returned, but yours is the pride, is it not? All in this sanctuary rejoice to have Sir Gareth back, but yours is the glory. You are too modest. You did well. These seekers were blind without their leader, but you returned their one-eyed king. All kings, like their castles, must crumble. You are right. But the guests, they call themselves seekers. They're brave people, and friends to sorcerers. Brought low by bloody battle. Magisters, of course. The seekers came here to... They've heard the shriekers shriek. I thank the goddess I'm not haunted by their sound. Have you never heard of them? They were living weapons. Made of... Turns out the tales are true. The Magisters dug deep. To know one's fate is to be fearless. I reside. They knew him to... But Alexander... It is truly harrowing. As you wish. It is the laboratory of a... There are ruins in the marshes, but his is not a treasure of gold, ruby, and sapphire. It is a treasure. The nights here are long and lonely. My name is Bahara. Like you, I am a sorcerer. But unlike you, I am also a faithful... Your chant has no meaning, for you know not... Amadia is the great... Gratiana, her priestess in this sanctuary, is teaching me her ways. For several years now, I've been... I am forbidden to leave my watch, and there is no need for formality. Haunted quagmire... May Amadia cut my knowledge... Amadia's eye in the storm.
The young man fidgets with his arm.
Was it you who saved Sir Gareth? From the Magisters? 7 praise you, stranger. Now with Sir Gareth back to lead.
It's peaceful here.
The young man has abandoned.
Thank you for... Now with Sir Gareth...
Hold up. I've got to take care of some business. Friend!
Well, I'll be. If it ain't the beast of the sea.
Ain't I?
Beast claps him on the back.
I don't want to...
Aloha. Yeah, I know of the guy.
So...
It's Duggan it is.
Sure thing.
Bet you're glad to be rid of it. Amazing to meet a beast in flesh.
Beast chortles and nod.
Gareth is back.
She throws.
Thank you, thank you. You're such
She smiles.
what a beast.
My thanks, friend. I can't remember the last time I've seen her smile like that. If you're looking for a man...
Gareth will help. Gareth, divine bless.
Welcome, my friend. I know you seek answers. I'll tell you what I can. Godwoken.
Gareth.
My friend, the Voidwoken feast on us. Only a Godwoken, blessed with the blood of... There were others, but they fell like crab apples from their branches. Someone else looks for Godwoken, not to liberate them.
He narrows his eyes, yet doesn't say anything.
We'd just landed on shore. She had horrors at her side. Shrieker, the Lady Vengeance is still anchored there too. Well, I had a plan. Gratiana, I went to that armory looking for one of these... We've got to find a way to silence those shriekers. If we do that, the Lady Vengeance is ours. I can't imagine any... See Gratiana. She knows everything. The Lady Vengeance waits offshore, ready to sail for a righteous cause. Find a purging wand. We'll turn the tides, my... Thank you again. What word do you bring? We'll turn the tide.
Before you stands a figure wrapped in
Armadia's blessings, child. So you are the... I am Gratiana, priestess of Armada. She is the most... It has been her will. Alas, I fear for them. Now that Gareth... Armadia has not gifted me the grace to heal, nor the strength to fight. There is nothing more. Very well. I told the Seeker that the soul-forged weapons of Gareth failed to reach the armory. If you can steal a... But beware, such items are of limited power. If the... Armadia's... This vault also contains relics of great power. Soul jars. Armadia's...
He works fast, checking...
The blade is thirsty. Now, what can I... Nice doing business with you. I wish I had better wares to offer.
As they search for the soul jars in your name, may they have the wisdom to return them here. May they be granted the strength to do what must be done.
Keep your chin up, kid.
Great to have Gareth back. You'll see now.
You're in luck, sorcerer.
The young woman stares at a trio of bodies.
There.
Divine blessings. It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
Blessed Mother, bringer of magic, I pray.
Keep your chin up, kid.
Chin officially up, Sir Gareth.
Seems like nobody's home.
Keep your chin up, kid.
Chin officially up, Sir Gareth.
May you always walk in wisdom. My knowledge is but a pond. Haunted quag Myanmar.
What strange witchery is this?
Oh, look at you. Tell me. Think around with the air of a child caught drawing naughty pictures in church. What are you so afraid, Becca? Oh, I really don't feel like chatting now. Give them my regards. Ha! Give them my regards. Until we meet. Oh, please.
我的聘多少啊？77。
An illusion. This fellow must be quite proud of himself. Clever.
Nice. 电脑打法。啊！怎么歪掉？我没有办法好好驾驭这个滑鼠，太重了。
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I? You can't teach a.
Way 啊！大滑鼠跟小滑鼠，我觉得我应该需要一个重滑鼠。哎，大滑鼠比较稳，可是我要微调，有点困难。大滑鼠可能要低一点的灵敏度。Up。
准备。Nice。
早安。
撑10秒。这样好像比较好一点。
Wait. Side. Side.
Fuck you, man!
Into the dark.
Oh, what the fuck?
Put that bell. 我靠，他怎么前压？
They're pushing. We say go. 2B.
不是啊，那边正常来说根本不会有人。
Get the bomb going. Oh my god.
Wow.
Let's try.
Let's try.
What a fool you are.
Out of the frying pan and in.
哎，你给我这个烂枪，我不如用地狗。
Poor idiot.
Yes, by all means.
Poor idiot.
Careful. Spotted a trap.
My. One bit.
Careful now. That's a trap.
不接还
Oh. Shit. Smoke.
来了。
Right. Yeah, behind.
Oh man, fucking good.
It's a riddle, isn't it? A conundrum. I thought you looked clueless, right? Thing is, yeah, sure. Hope you don't. Well, nice to meet you.
勇于冲锋的歹徒。他歹徒冲锋。
Yeah, pushing.
Pushing. Pushing me there. Win.
One.
Smoke city. I don't smoke.
Come here. One
You come
side,
to fight.
one city.
You come to search, but you won't find the way. A pity. Brachus has willed it. Chopnoi must abide. You have met the unfortunate guardian of this vault. You are kinder to him than you wish to move forward. Listen closely. Brachus is a bloody, rotten, thieving, very, very awful fellow. Some even call him a cur. A cur is... Either you're very good at guessing. Listen closely. Source is a scourge, a devil, a misery, a blight, a hate, a curse. And yet, perhaps you're not totally incapable. It doesn't matter. The path is I know little. But you have proven yourself, and Brachus Rex discovered the way. Brachus Rex charged him. Trollroy was and is a...
Take it.
Hey, ice.
玩一回合啦。
Ice down. Yellow. The fuck? I dropped you.
What the hell?
What the fuck?
Last guy apartment.
Go B.
Low, really low. Last second. Last plant.
Go purple, go where? Come.
Fight him.
最后一场 rush 是怎样？为什么这游戏的脚步声做得这么好？FPS 跟那个差一点脚步真的是大变。
对。
我超清楚听到人在哪里，连位置都蛮清楚。
One por the... Don't drop side. Smoke mid.
终于有一局没死。
Oh my god!
X on 开起来了是吗？
Second man.
你看你也错几点？ 对面吓到没有开枪的动作。
I must say, I was lacking skin, namely, however, they are infuriating.
Really? That's sure.
As you pick up the wind, you feel you don't hear, but
No. Mid upper. Mid up.
Oh, okay. Oh. I don't like.
Oh my god.
Rushing?
Yeah. Downstairs.
God. No.
That's
Nice, guys.
nice.
the soul jar stands on its plinth, glowing. You see, or rather, your vision swims. You're older, but the scene twists again. Now Braca stands before you. A beautiful. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still in the vault. Your hand falls from the jar. The necromancer's memories fade black, but the feelings remain.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not. No one deserves the.
One must wonder.
Oh, man.
Look at that wand. It hums with inner source. Lucky find. Ah, it's been cursed.
记者有没有 CSGO 啊？
This jar glitters and glows. With a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the... As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing. You pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming.
Good find.
The vision fades.
She must have been acting against... Honestly, making the dead do mean...
You're locked in a...
厕所一下。
You made it all this way.
He trembles and see...
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Brachus bound. As long as the jar stays unbroken, I don't rightly know. This was his favor was. Really?
He drops to his knees before you and...
Thank you.
The jar before you, the soul jar rocks. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see the vision shifts. You see burning villages. A shadow falls across her, and you see a large... As you pull your hand away, you can feel it.
Nice.
The terrible vision fades.
Gratiana's life, whatever
However her life began.
怎样？自己要玩吗？还是你没有安装游戏啊？
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
The ethereal figure before you raises the visor of his...
You pray not at my shrines. Can't...
He spits over his shoulder.
You don't recall me, do you? I am Raleigh, prime among the seven, and father of all humans. Father of you.
Ralik gazes at your...
Look at you now. My child, a killer for hire. You can't hide. I see the dead who whisper your name. Yes.
He stares at you. As you gaze back into the verdant pools, and suddenly, a vision coalesces. You see yourself. You make it to civilization. Too late. Gasping on the fumes, you are dragged to... She clutches your ankle with her hand, grip tight as of ice. Through her lifeless eyes, you fall. You see the motherless children left behind. Encased in pitch black, the guilt you try to escape from lies here. You widen your eyes, striving to see further.
Pity won't bring them back. Nothing can bring them back.
Ralik slaps you again, full force.
That's what I'm looking for.
Ralik punches you full in the face. You feel a familiar sensation as the delicate bone... He catches your arm in one vice-like fist. You feel rage surge within you, barely containable. Feel it electrifying the blood in your veins, pumping through. Ralik smirks.
That's it, Ben Mezd. That fierce spark of embrace who you really are. Why did you become a crusader in the first place? You heard I need you. The Seven didn't abandon Rivlon. We are trapped here, powerless and squabbling. I will grant you my blessing, fierce wolf.
Ralik steps towards you, solemn face. He raises his right hand.
You may have noticed I've tried to... And this is only the beginning. Now go, Godwoken. In time, I will ask more, my child. But before you lope away, let me ask. You are to be aware, they are not your... They are God-woken too. See everything from two sides. Take the wolf, and Losa, until we meet.
The deity's head and hands...
found them? Did you bring the soul jars? They are relics of great power. Please, you must give them to me. If I can make an offering of them to Armadia... This is wrong! This isn't mine! Where is mine? Questions? There is no time for questions. Just give me the jars. You don't understand. You couldn't hiding.
She reaches up and tears off her mask.
You dare speak to me of her? I have waited centuries. I have been patient enough. Return to me what is mine. Return my soul, you insolent pup!
She reaches greedily. You see a green glow.
By Armadia, I feel... I suppose you, but more than his lover. I was his partner. I discovered that you don't understand. As his strength grew, but power changes a man. Armadia, forgive me. I gave him more and more. The lands outside were once green and beautiful. Until I came. Armadia, I found this shrine while hunting a band of wizards. I found the god...
She pauses for...
Through Armadia, I saw my... He brought me back from the Hall of Echoes. Only when two sources...
She drops the now...
You have my thanks.
She starts to...
Thank you. I don't...
Hold it together, Leia. You're doing great.
Thank you, Gareth. Blessed Armadia.
Can't wait to go home.
Grant these soldiers your protection. I pray you will strengthen their spells and set their blades aflame.
It's good to see Gareth safe and sound.
I pray you will bless their armor, so no curse may pass it. My thanks, friend.
Glad you're with us. What word do you bring? You have spoken to...
Gareth stares intently.
Yes, I see. She was imprisoned on the Lady of Godwoken. I had no doubt. You bring me hopes.
Gareth falls.
We move.
靠背嘞！你不死啊！
I'm guessing that's one of those shriekers. Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
Whoa, 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 man! 枪剑没中，运气差。干嘛怕？干好机会！干嘛怕？
何必何必何必！ 屁呀、那是什么鬼啊？干这好扯哦！
然死了。边走边射。
B。
It's been cursed.
March on, stranger.
干阿哭骂嘞！刚两个不同人，这个丢雷太可爱了吧！这位大哥，可以，唱吧，唱有机会。这个还能输，这个不用玩。Chiêu băng tơ, tao tới đây á.
Master, wake up! Bones! Attack Bones! He might! Was dead!
终于赢了。
The dog is blinded by its muzzle, but it as she considers your step.
Sorcerer! You! My master! No!
Hey! 刚刚买错了。来狙呀！不会输哦，我跟你讲。睡啦！
The bear cub looks at you, eyes the cub.
I want my mum.
The bear cub blinks.
Like me, I guess. Only bigger. You see?
Panic and
Oh no.
the grief.
我一直想打那个狙击手，干，蹲在那里是怎样？周星驰跳。哎呦，运气很好。
The cub looks up at you. The cub looks up at you with a.
打法真的神奇。敌人明明很强，为什么打这么累啊？
Frozen ground in the middle of a swamp. What's going on? A winter dragon.
The dragon stares you down with flinty intent. Unreadable glyphs mantle this ancient pillar. The dragon stares you down with unreadable glyphs. Unreadable glyphs.
靠你了，兄弟！
一愣蹦。
哇哦！还有得打，还有得打。很久没用极品，就会忘记。
拉谁雅雅，拉谁雅雅。
礼盒感谢。 不管自己有没有在移动之前开枪就对了。
Quakes from the impact.
My thanks.
The freed dragon looks sick and pale.
But of course, that must be why you stand before me. Slain called to the Lord of Death, my soul is bound to joyless obedience, purged of my source by the wickedest of witches. That you would even ask such a question of a she consumed all my source with her purging wand. So long as she holds it, she has absolute control over me. If you could retreat, you would have my gratitude.
The stone gargoyle trains glistening.
You are not Brachus Rex. Welcome home.
完全不会丢雷了，这雷怎么那么难丢啊
Your inmates are welcome.
CP2 我记得雷随便丢都很大力。护甲穿透200，原来这个游戏还有误穿，我真的不知道。这把护甲穿透是满的。
Tunnel.
These skulls crumble to dust after one use. Another skull crumbled to bits.
Whoa, man.这枪没中我就死了。啊，里面怎么有一个人？
As you enter the room, you see 3
beating heart. Does Brachus need us once more, jailer? Are we finally to be freed? You're not one of Brachus's brood.
The flesh yearns for ours.
Even after the maggots took your tongue, you still talk too much. Silence your jaw.
That wench a priestess.
I've never seen him.
Canst thou think of nothing else?
Hey, at least I did.
That was naught but a whisper on the wind.
Oh.
I will not sit by as it breathes
The shambling creatures...
Indeed. But we'll soon put an end to that. And then, freed for 1,000 years.
Rush me, rush me.
As you enter the room...
Beating heart. You're not one of Brackus.
The flesh yearns for our secret.
Even after the maggots took your tongue, you still talk too much.
The vile magic of the soul jar.
Our souls are lack.
Destroying the soul jars that bind.
But beware. They're
by the horns of God.
And thine were better. The fault was in thine zombies. The worms in your skull.
Ever the joker, that man. We design a fault of...
We have spent centuries...
At least until your gorgeous self opened the door. Now we just need the source from your pretty little corpse.
You would?
All right, beautiful. You've had your chance. But I'm a
trusting flesh to do bone.
Do you ever wonder if your lizard empire still... Why are you still here? This island was...
You didn't ever see...
The results of his...
He was convinced.
The skeleton turned...
Brackus's hall.
She were...
She murdered...
Got any fives?
Our fives are naught but dust. They crumbled.
The dance macabre. Yes, I recall.
That's plenty. Good find. Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
The jar on the plinth, the pictograms, as you keep your...
Lucky find.
This jar with a jar, as you put...
Lucky find.
The jar before the...
Lucky find.
You made it all this way.
He trembled.
I'm... As long as the jar stay... Really?
He drops...
Thank...
That's plenty.
As I don't... His favor really...
He drops... The jar before the...
Nice. Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
The soul jar, you see your... This you...
Lucky find.
The jar on the pictograms, as you keep your...
Nice.
This jar with the as you put...
Nice.
The vision fades.
She must have been on a...
Has been cursed.
The deity's head and hands as you take in its chip.
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
The ethereal figure.
You pray. You don't recall me, do you?
Ralik get.
Look at you now. Yes.
He stared the verdant suddenly. A vision you make gasp she through you in case the guilt you widen.
Pity.
Ralik slaps you again. Ralik punches you full in the face. He catches you. You feel rage. Ralik smirks.
That's it. And Brick, I need you. I will grow.
Ralik.
You may have. And this. Now go, Godwoken. In time, my child. But before you lope away, let me ask. You are traveling with company, yes? Watch them well. They see. Oh, until.
I can make this work. Maybe.
And? Have you found them? They are relics of...
She reaches... You see a green...
By Armadia. I feel... but more than his lover. Not I. They are all... These weapons do not kill. But yes, as his power changes a man. As he I gave the lands outside were once green. Ahmad, I found this shrine while
she paused.
Through He brought me back from the. I spent far too little time there. Only when two.
She drops the now.
You have my thanks, brother.
She starts.
Thank you. Did you see?
Told you,
Gareth's back.
lass. We'll be heading home in no
He's
time.
here to take us home.
Good work, son.
As you command.
Blessed Ahmad, grant these.
I must say, I was lacking. However, they are. It's my honor to serve you, sir.
What word do you bring? You have spoken.
Gareth.
Yes, she was in Godwoken. I had.
Gareth.
We move.
I'm guessing that's one of those shriekers.
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous. Frozen ground in the middle of a swamp. What's going on? A winter dragon? What on earth is it doing chained up here?
The dragon's The dragon rakes the earth with ice and claws, quakes from the impact. The freed dragon looks sick and...
My gratitude for your efforts, but of course, that must... my soul is bound to... The witch Rebecca! I was in love with her once. Allow? I did not choose this. She trekked far. I can feel her dark heart beating within. That you would even ask that she consumed all my source with her. You would have...
Fooling me?
What's this?
Looks strange. Looks strange.
What is this place?
A tall woman stands amid a field of corpses, some fresh, some ain't. The woman turns to you, bitten lips parting into a grin. She stands to her full height, her lips pursed in disappointment. She cocks her head and takes you in. The stench of death and sewage suddenly intensifies.
I am Radica.
She pats...
But you're too late. Looks like we'll have to find some other way to keep you busy. Oh, I do hope that little so-and-so hasn't been talking. Those chains were in a place. Ha! How I do love that in a man. Ha! As though you don't know. This is the one place in all of Reaper's Coast where blood roses actually thrive. Disgusting how they keep our kind trapped here. I can only imagine all the terrible ways he
She draws closer.
I saw a skull over there. There were 5, and I heard rumors.
Her eyes lock with you.
I find you rather delicious.
Suddenly, her breath sounds. You hear a low hum, getting louder. Before you realize what's happening, winged insects... She stumbles back.
Ha! Tell me, little man, do you know why the soil here is so... It's the corpses. I'll need more roses soon.
You see a glimmer of hope flicker across Slane's eye.
Have you brought it? Or am I to...
Slane rears back in eagerness, grasping the purging wand with... The blazing brightness dies down. Squinting, his eyes still blaze.
Slane, at your service. All like me have such eyes. With them, I see spirits. Not a blessing if everyone thought like you. Knowing such a steadfast and when you are truly at a loss. When you have no choice but to... This is an island of many mysteries.
Slane smiles at you and turns to... The stone gargoyle...
You are not welcome home.
The door won't budge. And it's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open.
Stern eyes and a sterner face.
Another crawling rat, tracking your stinking paws beneath my nose. Do not doubt my power.
The door won't budge. And the lock is of a type I've never encountered. The door won't budge. And the lock is of a type I've never... Locked tight. The door won't budge. And the lock is of a type I've never encountered outside this maze.
Careful now.
It's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
tight. Surely there's another skull around here somewhere. It's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open. It's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open.
Out of the frying pan and into...
It's stuck fast. I'll need some. The door won't budge. And the lock is of a type I've never encountered outside this maze. Curious. The door won't budge. And the lock is of a type I've never encountered outside this maze. Curious.
The stone gargoyle.
You are not Brachus Rex. Welcome out.
These skulls crumble to dust after one use.
Horrible surrounding for an...
Another skull crumbled to bits.
The gargoyle taps one stone.
Riddle me this, wanderer.
Down with the flames! Get back! Brachus Rex has decreed none of you may approach him! Down with the flames! The flame! Down the flames! Fire! It burns! It won't stop!
Your inmates, welcome.
As you enter the room, you see 3 skeletons.
Beating hearts. You're not one of Brachus's brood.
The flesh.
Even after the maggots took
The vile
our souls are destroyed.
But beware.
By the
And that. The fault was in thine zombie.
ever the we have spent at least until you're gored. You would.
All right, trust it.
Here, did I ever tell you of the time I cursed that court? Why are you still here? This island was you didn't never the results of it.
He was convinced.
The skeleton.
Brachus, she were.
Shemer.
Why are you still here? You have a
The skeleton.
Brachus, she. This island, you didn't the result.
He was
The jar stands before you, cold and still. A human spirit slips from the ruins of.
Thanks, young one. Oh, tiny death.
Our fires are not dusted.
The jar seems quiet. The jar shatters like glass.
Beautiful. Thank you. My death
The
waits.
pictograms on the jar, you see a shape.
Flesh. Farewell to bone. Farewell.
Locked.
You approach the still as you lean in close.
Look out. I see a trap nearby.
You don't look lost at all. Sarcastic, me, not at all. I do.
The rat gives you a desperate look. The rat's
I don't know anything about this place. Nor do I know anything about a blow. Oh, yes, that's right. Look, I don't have a problem that...
It makes a face that says the rat gives you...
I don't think the problem is in my... I can categorically state that a short, sharp... And I do not invite you to look at the subtext in what I just said.
The rat...
Out of the frying pan and into...
Nice.
You approach a decrepit well. Instead, the well remains as... The well is now filled to the brim. You see the tangled remains of 3...
We thank you for the water. We bless you for the water. A horror. Yes, the king. The king. Wrath and soul. We thank you for the water. The fair. The two. Spare us all. Grant us ancient things cling to our bones like earth. Sweet Savior. We thank you again. We be Pathkeeper.
Laden with a burden of the coin, the fair has been... The air around the glowing relic thrums with power. As the source barrier quietly crackles, as you stretch towards it, you start to hear whispers. The whispers fade, and the shadows retreat. The rock bounces hard. The relic crackles against your power. But as the air around, as you stretch to, as your fingertips your fingers burn with cold as you pull them away. The air around the relic crackles against your power, but as your...
I must say, I was lacking skill. However, they...
The air around the relic crackles against your power. The air around the relic crackles against... The air around the relic crackles against...
Deplorable surrounding.
Such barbarism. What happened here?
The Seeker's head twitches upwards as he struggles to his eyes. You thought you'd already seen the full depths of Magister cruelty.
A quick death would... A blade through...
An old elf's pained gaze.
Dear ones, not like this. They're as good as my family. So much pain. They are changed. That they can't even be healed. Using such magic on them, where you find shriekers, you stay away from shriek.
The Seeker gazed.
Oh, Lucian, our divine smile upon your servant.
She slowly.
Quiet.
So many Seekers lost. So many Seekers lost. And more blood will be spilled before long. At least Han is safe at the shelter.
Smoke, blood, carnage. The Magisters didn't spare a single Seeker.
Kerban stares at the body of his dead.
This won't... We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
You would attack the Magisters directly. Are you so eager to die, Seeker? You cannot stand against the Shriekers, not without stronger weapons than these.
We'll find them, or we'll find another way.
As you approach,
it would be a sweet joy to see the Magisters chase praise unto...
As you approach,
I'm pleased if you ever...
You've come.
Gareth glances.
The Shriekers keep watch, and their gaze isn't the only one we The Butcher's in the ruins, beyond the Shriekers. And he's not nothing, as long as those Shriekers stand. Get that purging wand and silence them. If I didn't know better...
He reaches for the wand.
Would that I could aim this wand. No. This thing was birthed for... Go.
May Armadia's grace keep us safe.
Praise be! You have silenced... Do you have any more miracles in you? We've got a boat ready to row, so we split up. I take the Seekers to the Lady Ven. Are you ready? We've got right on our side.
He takes the news.
Seekers!
Here, look down those steps and tell me. So you think those things down the steps? How dangerous? Honest, you're trying to put me off, aren't you?
Shriekers. On icy flurries, and the air thrums. Could it be slain? Look, it's him. He has come, true to his word.
sorcery will be the death of us all.
Well, well, quite the messy. I'm Malady.
She steps forward, grabs you behind the neck with alarming... She releases you and...
God woken. I'm Malady, as I said. I'm here to help you get off this island. And you're... Ah, of course. Well,
She peers.
Tell me, which of those little gods did you meet? That it is. And if you want to take my... Believe it or not, I'm here to help.
Her eyes...
Go on then. Show me what it... Ah.
She takes you by the shoulders and gestures for you to do the same to her. She closes her eye.
I don't. Now go on. Perfect. I'm... Come then, we set sail, your destiny awaits, etc. You'll have to ask the mice...
Malady beck...
After you, darling. Let's go. Boat first, questions later.
Malady grabs the vessel with...
God woken.
Salty water mists your face.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least, on the shoulders of one of them.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafted.
Don't stand between a prince and his principal.
What were they thinking, standing against... Bad luck to let the dead linger aboard. Onward now. The sooner fort...
Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need... The ship won't sail. We had orders to...
She glances over towards us.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the... Nothing. The ship is live wood. That... Just remember what I said, Godwoken.
Her eyes...
Thank you.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms as searing pain races up your arm. The pain intensifies.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we...
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all...
You know their names, man.
Gareth, inhale.
Our guests, sir.
Very glad indeed.
Too many.
Alexander. He's alive. Apparently...
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive.
What could possibly... She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
This is...
Expedient magic, actually. That means only she can control it.
The Seekers.
These...
We lost a man in the search.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they?
It's your best that'll...
Ah, there you are. Hide. Off we go then.
Oh, my favorite. This is Dallas's. There's a way to move. The figurehead has certainly caused a commotion lately. But then again, you'd be surprised. A ship like this, dying to hear them.
Her face crumpled.
Why? Because I care. A bit early in our relation. Meister Siva is one of a rare. We better not leave her waiting. She's the founder of the... Your kind can a place called Driftwood. You'll probably...
You made it, God.
The silent monk leans... The silent monk leans forward.
Let's team up, you and me. What do you... Now, onward!
Not a thing but spiders. All that fighting will be worth it.
I must say, you may... Personally, I am just glad that I do not have to walk back to Reaper's Coast. Is there not enough? If you must know, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit, the only I was investigating Alas, they caught me. Still, it's good to be on the move again. Well...
The skeleton breaks off.
Physical contact, voice lowered, coil looks. Good heavens. Oh, well, that's a little... Although, perhaps I need to travel to the... Given how well you handle... So, how about it? I travel with you, and aid... Very well.
Melody says... There's something to these doors I'm not seeing.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice it. The wood groans and creaks. The face vanishes. The door remains closed. The door remains the thud of your fist upon the wood. The door remains the anguished face.
Hey! There's got to be another...
The door remains the door remains...
Speak to me if you're looking for her. Oh, I've got sword fighters, mages, archers, all willing to fight by your side if the price is right.
The door seems like any door, at least. The wood groans and creaks. The face vanishes. The door
No entry allowed through the starboard stateroom door. Please.
You were on that luckless lot of timber that... Oh, but you're rather boring sometimes. In that case... But wait. You seemed...
Can't you say anything else? Bloody Magisters.
The Seeker flexes her...
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd like...
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
We're a big bloody target on our backs. I wish. No, the Magisters kept me chained to the No, maybe it was just the lack of food.
The Seeker throws...
Hardly. She's just some deckhand. Good luck getting anything out of either of them.
A young woman shifts her weight, but her eyes...
Hey, it's you! Well, well, well. Malady, the Seekers. Is it true? You're like me? Well, kind of. You know about my... Right. Well, I'm a host. You name it, I've chatted with it, but I'm only hosting one. Malady said I should have... I met... it. I can tell the difference. I don't know what this thing... What's your deal? I'm impressed. You know, I never was much of a solo artist. Want to find out what comes next? Hey, wait a sec. Till then.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
The Seeker has...
You must be starved for company. You and half of Rivellon, friend. All right then, just...
The Seeker has removed...
You must be... All right then, just...
I need to get clever.
The Seeker has removed one of...
You must be starved for company. All right then, just... Don't make me regret it. I'll keep an eye on the red until the cage is locked again.